first episode, or what we call the kick-off episode of our engineering discussion for students. So everyone are invited so that you can ask questions that you not usually asked in the classroom. So we are allowed to ask any question about engineering and related to engineering. So in your subject, in your assignments, in your principal subject or design, so everybody is welcome to participate. Wala bang ano? So we have the start of this long planned program for our weekly discussion of mostly we will talk about current issues that you encountered in your student life, in your young career. So let us also allow everyone to post a comment, and we will read your comment and try to answer and give you feedback right away. So this is live. So we will try our best to answer your question. So disclaimer, so this is the professor's personal opinion as an engineer, as an experienced um, engineer in several fields. So please bear with us, but we will try our best to give you a very competitive answer uh, with the basis from science, from experience, and from practice, particularly the code. So you can use our comment box below. So can you try comment box so you can have your you're the first response commenter. Okay. Okay, so it is working. So everybody that is online and watching our program, so it will end at exactly 2 o'clock. So every week we're going to have a time of 1 hour, 1 to 2 p.m. For this type of discussion. So this is brought to you by the Engineering Rambolan team with our co-host Dave Balmedilla, Kir Moralion, who else? Tina Barceta, Desiree Sadja, Ana De La Reina, Trixie Benitez, Cindric Ramos, Jimmy Maburang, Hector Mendoza, Rhea May Dalida, among others. So this is your host, Dr. EYPEI, will try to deliver a straightforward answer. So you can ask the question in Tagalog, Japanese, or English. Okay, so we'll try to answer your question. So one of the one of our technical person here is Dave Balmedilla. So Dave, you can try to fix our online for Facebook Live, so that simultaneously we can deliver the online program. And while okay, I remember one of the viral topics. So we mostly will talk about viral topics because those are the topics that mostly influence the minds of the young and students. So this week I was I encountered an engineering related question. So one anonymous scholar uh, asked an advice. So maybe say what a young engineer saying he has 8 years experience, project and site engineer, and he would like an advice from our expert viewers to guide him on what course of action he would do. So there are two options. There are two alternatives currently bugging his mind. So one is one option he has is to stay working in DPWH as a engineer one. I think engineer one with salary grade. He stated this in his call. He stated that his grade salary grade 12. I think that corresponds to engineer one, and the other option is accept the offer of a private company. Take note, DPWH is a public or government agency versus the one giving him an offer of, I think he said 48,000 per month as a supervisory engineer in a private company, and he is now bothered by having these two alternatives. He would like to decide, of course, but he would like uh, to have an advice. Okay, so from our point of view, uh, salary grade 12 is about I think 20 to 25,000 per month. So compared to 48. So if you are comparing just the salary, so therefore uh, one aspect of comparison is salary. And another aspect of comparison is the stability of the company. So he did not divulge what company offered him the job. However, if the company can offer you 48,000 per month, so that is obviously a relatively a good company compared to the rest. Okay, so therefore it is much stable, much good company compared to many or other companies. So that is the case. Um, it is, in my opinion, 80% stable, more stable than the rest of the company in our country. In our country. Okay, so when we say in our country, the stability of having a job in an engineering position is not so great. So therefore, comparing a private to a government agency is still a point of comparison, an aspect to consider, because of course government positions are more stable than any private company. Although in this case, I assume I would like to give a personal guess that the company that could offer something like 48,000 per month is a fairly a good company. Okay, so that so I think we had an interruption. Some technical problems. So anyway, to recap what we have already said. So we already give the comparison of having a more stable company, comparison on the salary aspect. And next one is future career, your career. So when you go to a private company, it's very uh, important to consider your career, meaning you have a particular goal in mind in a very specific path going forward. So when we say career, we are assuming that every one of you are dreaming of getting to the top of that path. So each and every one of us, engineering or otherwise, would love to little by little be promoted, step by step promoted, and finally would love to get to the top of the chain. So be the head of the department or agency or whatever, the company itself. Right? So if that is the case, the private company would give us better opportunity to get to the top, unlike in a government company, in a government agency, because government agency you can get to up to what supervisory level, up to the level of 50,000 per month, and then beginning at that point when you are in the government, you will now have difficulty moving up. Okay, so in for example in military service or in the uniform service, every I think 3 to 5 years they will get the promotion from the lowest officer up to the middle supervisory level officer. So that is about a lieutenant colonel. And then from lieutenant colonel to colonel, that is now becoming harder and harder, going up to the general rank, so brigadier general, so on. So in the same manner, in other government position that is not uniform, non-uniform position. So similar things happen. So very difficult to move up the ranks. So therefore, the third aspect is your career itself. So if you transfer to the private, this is faster to move up. Okay, faster to move up the ranks and therefore uh, improve your career. So there are several aspects, particularly when you already know your current environment and you can compare your current environment to the potential environment at that private company. You can compare, but if you are not familiar with the company that is offering you a position, so that was very hard. It's a lot harder to compare. Why? Why we need to do that? Because it's another aspect in our culture. Salary and career are important, but in a lot of instances, they are not the trigger point for change of direction or change of career. They are not the decision points in a lot of instances. One important consideration for Filipinos, for Pinoys, are the positive working environment against toxic working environment. So 100% I think Filipinos would choose a positive working environment with lower salary and lower possibility of getting a promotion. Well, that's my own opinion, but there are a lot of bases why I said that. So, so let us check. We can have do we have a
Hindi mo ka,
live? We cannot go live on.
kailangan matagal pa ako sa Facebook para makapag-live.
Okay. So there are conditions.
Established presence. Kailangan matagal pa ako. Wala, hindi
Okay.
makapag-live.
Okay, so let's go back to our YouTube and what GC. So we have some other topics to discuss there, so we can come up with those topics again. I think we are done with our time, so we will continue this discussion, and just like we started today, this is the very first episode of our program, and we would like you to join us in the coming weeks. This is regular, weekly, every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. with our co-host. Again, this is Dr. EYPEI, Preaching Engineering for Nation Building. So, see you next week.